You're now tuned in to Hough Nation Sports. Buckle up. Stacey Hough right here with you with Hough Nation Sports on YouTube. Hough Nation Sports 06, the way you catch us here. We usually have our timeout convos, but this is a twist with it this time. This is our special lane we're going to be in, riding really hard in the next weeks, months, and years to come. It is our high school student athlete spotlight, and we're shining the light on folks that need more attention for the great things they're doing on the field of play, in class, and all of that good stuff as our youngsters. And today we have our very first high school spotlight student athlete, John Stokes of Hammond School. Welcome in, John.
Thank you for having me.
No doubt, no doubt. John Stokes, a defensive lineman. Let me give you some of your accolades right quick. Let me share it with the folks. So, I know, but we need more people to know. John Stokes, as a junior last year at Hammond, multi-year starter, defensive lineman of the year in Skeezer, all-state player at Hammond as a defensive lineman at Skeezer. Also in track and field and the field events, two-time state shot put champion, runner-up in the, I believe, the discus, but he has another year. It's only a rising senior for another year to do all this and more as we go forward. And right now, looking for a big senior year, I do believe. So what are some things you're looking forward to as you get ready this summer leading into your senior year?
Leading my team to get a state championship again because we lost it last year. We lost that little streak last year. So trying to lead the team back to get that state championship and, hopefully break some of my stats I got last year because I had a pretty crazy season last year. I want to keep going and get better.
No doubt. So when you talk about that, you mentioned the streak. What was that streak before you lost last year?
It was about 8 state championships, going all the way back to when my brother was like a sophomore. So us losing it really hurt. I was like, dang.
I know, right? And his brother, he's speaking to is C.J. Stokes, the Michigan commit, played at Charlotte, and now going to finish his career up at Furman University. C.J. Stokes, outstanding running back that came out of Hammond School. Hammond's turned out a lot of D1 players. John Stokes will be another. Speaking of D1 players, John, class of 2027, you have the one D1 offer right now, but we think more on the table and going to be coming in. What's that one D1 offer you have so far?
Citadel. Okay. I'm happy with that. Yeah, Citadel.
Citadel is for your football. Now, tell me who has shown interest in football and/or the field events with you so
far? Football, Coastal, SC State. There's interest, so hopefully they give me offers. So Coastal, SC State, ECU, Carolina a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it for football wise, interest. Track, I got a one track offer. All I have is Gardner Webb and a few interests for from Texas, Purdue, and what's the name? Penn State. And
okay, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Now, okay, again, you're a multi-sport star. Give us your size. What's your height and weight at this time going into your senior year?
I'm 6'1", 275. And I what's the name? The 275 is the main surprising part because I'm pretty slim for 275.
Yeah, also. That's all muscle. That's muscle.
Yeah.
So I know your dad and being very transparent. I went to college with your dad, great guy, and your mom. And I remember when you were 12 years old when your brother was doing big work on the field and about to go to Michigan and all this stuff. Your dad was like, my youngest boy is special too. He got some stuff going on at 12. Like, what did you do? Like at 12 years old, you like to struggle, like you want a weightlifting or strength competition?
What's the name? Nah, what's the name? I did shot put. I got
shot put.
Placed nationally in shot put in 12 when I was 12, and I actually maybe since I was 10, I won state shot put every single year versus all the kids in the state. Every single year, USATF or AAU, I won it.
Wow. So you'll be two-time defending shot put champion in high school, and Skeezer coming back coming to this next season.
No, it's in USATF and AAU. So that goes outside of Skeezer and everything.
Oh, everything. Okay.
Yeah. So that's 11 and 12-year-olds and what's the name? All the kids in your age group, it goes 11 and 12, two age groups, so 17, 18, 15, 16. And I never lost in state when it comes to that. Ever.
Really?
Or regional. Yeah.
Wow. No. Man, that's good stuff, man. It's 6'1", 275. That's definitely good D-line size with some more time to get bigger and stronger. You have good speed though. I've seen you. I've covered your games, so you can run pretty well too. So
Mhm.
I know coaches that are recruiting you like the fact that how you can move at your weight.
Yep. What's the name? What's the name? Actually, funny story. I went to a Charlotte football camp and I was doing some of the drills, and he was like, "Your brother plays running back, and you move pretty well, and I'm surprised you don't touch the ball any." I was like, "Yeah, they keep me on defense." He was like, "I wish I could talk to your coach about that because I'll be what's the name? I'll put you a running back or something."
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
listen, they like that when you can move your feet.
Hmm.
They say slow feet don't eat. On the other side, quick
Yep.
feet eat at the buffet, get a buffet, get all the offers. So I think the offers will come. I think we know that. Talk about some of the things now. You go to Hammond, you've been part of that tradition there. What are the things you like about playing at Hammond School?
The culture, it's a big community. It's a big community school. Like people talk about their grandparents going to Hammond and they there. So it's crazy how that all trickles down and hopefully I'll be able to do that with my kids. But the big community part, uh the football program being so successful and always we say the fans got spoiled a little bit because
Yeah.
we haven't lost a Skeezer game in a while. So when we lost a Skeezer game, they were like, "Whoa, what happened?"
Who beat you this year?
Northwood, Somerville, yeah,
Yeah.
Northwood.
Yeah.
What's the name? We went out. The defense went out swinging, offense, all that. But what's the name? I had about 10 or 12 tackles that game, so I was giving it my all. I
Yeah.
knew,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be a hard game, so I
Well,
can't
that
wait.
high motor, that high motor. Again, I've seen you play at least a couple times in your career, and on our cameras on with the game of the high school game of the week, Friday Night Rivals, and you bring the good motor. So that's what I want to go to. Speaking of motor, we talked a little bit about 11 and 12-year-old with the shot put and the track and field, but when did you, John Stokes, know how young were you when you realized, you know what? I'm this sports thing might be my bag. I am definitely a little different than the rest of these kids. I'm a little a cut above the rest. When did you first realize it?
So weirdly, it wasn't when I did something. It was when I watched my brother play, and I was like, CJ is special, like
Yeah,
obviously he's
yeah,
special,
yeah, yeah.
but he's, across the hall from me, and my dad telling me, John, I promise you, you're more special to him when he was your age. And
Really?
I'm like, and CJ's out there and he's getting 2,000 yard seasons, and I'm sitting there watching him be
Yeah.
a crazy athlete. I'm like, and my dad's like, John, I promise you, you were more special to him at his age. I'm like, dang.
He told me that. He told me that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
And I
like,
believe it. I trust him. I said, well, that tells me, and also all I need to hear. If he's better than CJ, he got a chance to be better than CJ, then he's a heck of an athlete. Your dad has always told me that. And it's coming true. It's all happening.
yeah.
I want to take time out for a moment to thank the sponsors that make it all happen here at Huff Nation Sports. I want to thank Rockamoss and rockamoss.com. Fuel your glow from the sea below. Go to rockamoss.com for all of your CMOS needs. Of course, Alpha Insurance Solutions, LLC, for all your insurance needs. Reach them at 803-427-1327. Then, when it comes to real estate, for all your home buying and selling needs, it is Karen Alexander and her outstanding staff at SM Realty and Associates, LLC. The number 803-445-7185. The email KarenAlexander773@gmail.com. Once again, for all your home buying and selling needs, SM Realty and Associates, LLC. And want to thank GFHRsports.com. And NIL attorney can help you with all your NIL questions and concerns. Go to the website, GFHRsports.com, when it comes to NIL. And now, back to the episode.
It's all happening.
What's the name?
So you say but how old was that though? Even when you saw that, you saw him and said your daddy was telling you that in your ear, you were like, this could be my thing.
I say about fifth or sixth grade when I got into track. Oh, well, yeah, fifth grade too, because what's the name? You know how kids, elementary school were racing outside, all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
No, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been skinny since third grade. So I've been eating since third grade. So I'm the fattest kid on the playground. I'm still the fastest. And it's like, I'm like,
You
dang.
bigger and faster than everybody else.
Yeah. So I'm like, dang. So yeah.
That'll get you today. Being bigger and faster than everybody, John, will get you some free college.
Yeah.
And you should have already made the move, and I think others will definitely follow. So that being said, we mentioned we know you have the strength because of the shot put in the discus. We know you have speed. What are the intangibles? What is John Stokes? If I'm recruiting you, I'm a college scout, and you're going to make a decision. What is it that you are going to bring? That you will hang your hat on. You're going to definitely bring to a college program.
Uh, Mentality. Uh, the fact that when I get on the field, you're not gonna have to worry about me not working hard on or off the field. You're not gonna have to worry about my character off the field. I'm gonna make sure everybody. Hopefully, everybody else's character is in line. Uh, I'm gonna try to help lead the position. I'll try to make sure that I help younger guys, catch up to the program, things like that. What's the name? When I get on the field, I make sure that the team has energy,
Yeah.
things like that. I make sure I set the tone. Yeah, in every game, I make sure that before we get on the field, the defense get their mind right too.
Talking
So
to John Stokes here of Hammond School, a class of 2027 D lineman of the year last year, two-time shot put champion and all-state player. This very special high school student athlete spotlight. This particular episode brought to you by Occasions Catering. Contact Jarvis Shaw over at 803-357-9529, making this all possible, making the connection happen. Occasions Catering, Jarvis Shaw, 803-357-9529, as we bring you our first of what's going to be many high school student athlete spotlights. We began Hammond School's very own John Stokes. So away from school, you're still a kid. What, you're 17?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh no,
Hey, so
I'm still 16.
oh, there you go. You're 16.
Yeah.
You're a large 16-year-old, my guy. You're probably about 50 pounds heavier than I was at 16. So that being said, no, I'm sorry, 100 pounds more. So that being said, if when you step away from the field, when and I know your grades are good. I know Hammond doesn't play. I know your parents don't play. So I know the books are good. I already know. So when you step away in your leisure time, what are some things to get your mind away from the pressures of sports and academics? Well, what's your music taste, and what do you do to get away?
I start off with the music taste. The music taste, especially when I'm off the field, I try not to. Well, when I'm out of season and I'm just walking around, I'm probably listening to R&B, Drake, stuff like that. Marvin Gaye, maybe
Okay.
a little bit of Marvin Gaye. My parents raised me right, so
Props
yeah.
to Stokes. Props to the Capers and Mr. and Mrs. Caper Stokes. They did it right.
Yeah. Listening to, music like that, but in season, I'm probably listening to a little rap music, walking around listening to that.
Of course. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good stuff, man. Got to be diverse. Got to be diverse. And do you have any other hobbies away from sports that you like? I know your dad's like to hunt and fish. What do you
Yeah.
do?
I'm trying to get back into fishing. I'm gonna try to get back into fishing. I play the game a good bit, and sometimes I like reading, sitting down, learning some things about history, stuff like that.
I'm a big
Actually,
proponent of reading, man. But this generation loves the game. My son's on the game a lot. So you good on the game? You own the game, or you good on the game?
I'm good at the game. Oh yeah, I'm good.
You like that with it?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, all the young kids, that's their thing. They want to be good. They want to be nice with it. So you said you get those skills too.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no doubt about it. Good stuff. Good stuff. So let's go. So before we top it off and round off our conversation, I want to go right back. You're a defensive lineman. You guys say you want to come back. Now you got knocked off the pedestal after the long, successful run. You're gonna be one of the senior leaders finally.
Yeah.
Right? How many years is this on varsity for you?
I got brung up my ninth grade year for varsity to play Prince Avenue, and then I also got brung up at the end of the season my ninth grade year.
Yeah.
If we count, I just say half of that, so 3.5 years.
So with that being said, you guys gonna be the guys. So you gonna who all's back with you? Who you bring along with you that's gonna help, and that senior class is gonna help lead you guys to try to get that title back that was taken from you.
Jackson, the linebacker right behind us.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, dog. What's the name? Hugh Manning, the other DN on the other side. He's helped out. He came last year. Caden Proctor Bates, DB, he's what's the name, reoccurring DB, so we're gonna be hoping on him. Last year he was a 10th grader, this year he's gonna have a crazy year, I believe. On offense, We got, Joel Starks, O-lineman tackle. Davin, he came from Westwood. He came here to help us out this year at center.
Okay.
I think he's going to be a dog. Going to be I think he's going to be one of the best linemen, O-linemen in Skeezer for sure.
Good stuff. So you say Jackson. What's Jackson's last name? Give Jackson's last full name.
Jackson Ross.
Jackson Ross. His dad coaches the basketball team, so he also plays basketball. I had y'all's basketball game on TV this year as well. But
Yeah.
you guys got you just named a lot of names. That's a stack.
Yeah,
team.
I'm telling you, the list can go on. Yeah, I was like, as soon as we finished, I was like, dang, I got 5 more guys. They might be mad at me if I don't say their name.
Go on, Sam. Finish.
Joe Jack. That's his little nickname. I don't know his real name. I'm gonna be honest. You know how it is. So yeah, Joe Jack. So what's his name? He's a wide receiver. Came in from Westwood too.
Mhm.
We got 2 more Cadens. Both of them real athletic, stick, can move. So I think they're gonna be good for us too. Actually, I remember one of them last name, Caden Young. And then we got Caden Mel, quarterback. He's only a sophomore and he can throw it. He can throw it like 70 yards and be accurate with it. So I'm very confident. I'm very confident in our offense.
So John Stokes,
Mhm.
2027. Let me ask you this: what do you love most about football?
The ability to, I'm trying to say this without being, the ability to be a different person and you walk around everyday life, you normal and stuff, and then you put on a helmet and your teacher could have been yelling at you in class, annoying you. You get on the field, you put on that helmet, everything controlled in your mind, and you can just let out all your emotions in those 2 hours of playing football. I love that.
You consider yourself a ferocious hitter?
Yeah. Yeah. I think my teammates would say the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you like that? You like to try to intimidate from the defensive line position?
Intimidate? Yeah. 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 'Cause I want to know if it's intimidation sometimes. Sometimes I'm generally just telling them the truth. Like in game, I don't talk too much trash, but when I am talking, I'm letting the offensive line hear it. And sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you, when a guy's scared, it's easy to play against him. And you can tell when a guy's scared when you look them in your eyes, and you can see it a little bit.
Absolutely.
I saw that a lot last year too with all the games, and I could line up and a guy would be looking at me. He got Bambi eyes, like he ain't never been on the field before.
Yeah, the Bambi eyes.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah,
it's gonna be easy.
That's like blood in the water. Then you got to go get it. Then okay, I love that. So that's good stuff. So again, we've been touching the academics. You're getting everything together. So we know there's going to be some college. We don't know where. We know the offer's coming. Citadel. First of all, shout out to Citadel for doing that thing and making that move. They made the big move. They stepped up, but they won't be the only ones. Somebody else will be coming up, and we know other teams. Other colleges will be reaching out to you. The ones sniffing around with interest. The bottleneck now with the portal. It's a little bit more of a wait and see game than it used to be. I was talking to your dad about that. Things have changed. So sometimes the high school kids have to be a little bit more patient. But with that being said, where does John Stokes see himself in 5 years? Where would you like to see yourself in 5 years? That's 1 year in high school, 4 years down the road, and by then you can still only be a junior in college, or you could be going to a podium. Anything can happen in 4 years, in 5 years. So what do you see yourself?
That's a real tough question, and
take your time.
I don't want to be cocky with this, but no matter where I end up, I'm hoping that I'm in a room getting drafted right now.
Okay.
But I got obviously you can't be one-sided because one bad injury, knock on wood. One bad injury, so I could be an accountant or anything. I'm not going to take for granted the Hammond education I've been gifted with by God. So, what's the name? I do accounting, business, finance, things like that. I'm actually doing an internship this summer.
Good stuff.
Bank. So yeah, but hopefully getting drafted. What's the name? But if that, not playing accounting or something like that.
Okay, good stuff. So so I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit. You predict the chip? Y'all get the chip next year? Yeah, or no? Y'all coming back for it?
Mad at me for saying this, but yeah, I'm just gonna say yeah, because I'm
You're supposed to. You know what? And And let me say this: I do the sports thing for a long time, high school, some college, and people get upset when people say that, but you don't want everybody on the team next to you just saying they're not going to win it. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So why not? If
Yeah.
somebody asks you directly, you didn't tap me on the shoulder and tell me that. That'd have been wrong. You'd have been like, "Hey, Mr. Huff, we're gonna win." That's but I asked you directly, and you're not
Yeah.
supposed to. If you said anything other than "Yeah, we're gonna win it," I'd be like, "I don't know." But you're not
Yeah.
supposed to say, "Nah, we ain't gonna get it."
Yeah, because what's the name? We did the prep red zone little interview last year, and he was like, "All right, going into this, I know you like to just say, you know, because I'm
yeah,
a little bit more
yeah,
cock chest. I'm just gonna say what it is.
yeah.
But he was like, don't, don't say nothing. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna win no matter what, and then start talking on other teams. Just try to keep it strict. But I'm like, yeah, I think we're gonna win it. We got the
Yeah,
talent.
I mean, you're
Got the
supposed
talent.
to, and that's what your goal is. You want to reach your goals. You're going to work. And if you know you're going to put the work in toward them, you're supposed to do that. So I want to shout out one more time, Occasions Catering. Contact John Show and their staff over at 803-357-9529, making this conversation possible with John Stokes, the son of my guy Capers, Mr. and Mrs. Stokes, back in the day, old Gamecock Connection, doing your thing. John, I want to thank you for spending some time with this, man. Any final words you want to share with this man? If you want to, anything you want to put out there as far as how you feeling about the upcoming season with track, field, and football, all that. You only get one senior season, man, in high school. Yeah, and make the most of it. So what do you want to say?
It's gonna be a ride. I got in a vision, and I'm gonna be honest. Going into it a little bit underrated. I'm blessed to be getting this platform, but nobody wants to be underrated, and people gonna pay for that for sure.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And you know what? I love that. Go in like a lamb, come out like a lion.
Yes, sir.
John Stokes, I appreciate you, my guy. Hammond School, defensive lineman class of 2027, 6'1", 275, and he can run with it, folks. John Stokes, thanks for sharing some time here on Hough Nation Sports. And this video will be out for everyone. I want everybody to enjoy this and share it and enjoy the conversation we have with these young student athletes. Our very first high school student athlete spotlight, John Stokes. Thank you, my guy.
All right.